Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing great, and today we are going to discuss a topic from anatomy subject, that is breast anatomy. This is first part of the video, and today we are going to see the introduction. Okay, after understanding the basics you will be able to understand this topic from complex reference books like Gray's Anatomy and Atlas. Okay, so starting with the introduction, breast is also known as mammary gland and it is modified sweat gland. Okay, the breast can be present in both the sexes, that is male as well as in female. In the case of male it is rudimentary, in the case of female it is well developed. In the case of males, if the breast tissue get enlarged, it is known as, that condition is known as gynecomastia. Gynecomastia can occur when high levels of testosterone can get converted into estradiol. Okay, by the process of aromatization, higher amount of testosterone can get aromatized into estradiol by the enzyme aromatase, and due to that high levels of estrogen can result into gynecomastia in the case of males. Okay, breast, it is an important accessory organ of the female reproductive system. It can provide nutrition and immunity during the lactation to the newborn baby. Nutrition because the breast milk has also lactose, proteins, growth factors, etc. And it also has antibodies, due to which it can provide immunity to the newborn baby during the lactation. Shape, if we see the shape, it can be hemispherical, conical, pyriform, pendulous, etc. Situation, where is it situated? In the superficial fascia of the pectoral region. Okay, we will be seeing this in upcoming videos in detail. Okay, if we see the outer structure of the breast, it is divided into 4 quadrants: upper lateral, upper medial, lower lateral and lower medial. Okay, I have written it over here: upper lateral, upper medial, lower lateral and lower medial. Somewhat over here will be the sternum, okay, and we know that near the sternum the region will be medial, and away from the sternum the region will be lateral. Okay, now the second point is small extension from upper lateral. So small extension from the upper lateral is known as axillary tail of Spence. So the small extension from upper lateral will be passed through. So this extension is getting passed through foramen of Langer. So this extension is getting passed through an opening. That opening is known as foramen of Langer. Where is it present? In the deep fascia. So it is present in the deep fascia, and this extension is passing through the foramen of Langer in the deep fascia, and it will lie in the axillary region, or it will lie in the axilla. Okay, clinical significance of the axillary tail of Spence is that, this is very important, clinical significance of the axillary tail of Spence is that it is the site of high occurrence of breast cancer. Okay, we will be seeing this in upcoming videos, that 75% of the lymph from the breast is getting drained into the axillary nodes, and due to this, when the cancer cells will infiltrate and when it will be passed onto the axillary node, we can see higher occurrence of breast cancer. Okay, now we will be looking at the extent and deep relation of the breast tissue. Now we will look at the extent and deep relations of the breast. Okay, so if we look in the diagram, I have made this much simpler so that you can understand it much better. Okay, so if we see the extent of the breast, mainly vertically, it is between 2nd to 6th rib. So this is sternum, this is breast, it is between 2nd to 6th rib. Nipple, where is it? It is in 4th intercostal space, and it is 10 centimeter away. Nipple is 10 centimeter away from the sternum. So I have shown over here, it is 10 centimeter away from the sternum, and I have also written down over here. Okay, so, and horizontally, lateral border of sternum to mid axillary line. The extent is from lateral border of sternum to the mid axillary line. So I have shown mid axillary line over here. So horizontally it is from lateral border of sternum to the mid axillary line. If we see the deep relations of the breast, the order from superficial to deep is as follows. Okay, breast lies on the deep fascia of the pectoral fascia, which cover the pectoralis major, or mainly the anterior part. And if we dwell much deeper, we can see three muscles are observed in the breast. Which are they? Pectoralis major, serratus anterior, and external oblique muscles of the abdomen. So pectoralis major is shown by green marker, serratus anterior is shown by red marker, and external oblique muscles are shown by blue marker. Okay. So pectoralis major, mainly this part, pectoralis major, serratus anterior will be this part, and external oblique muscles of the abdomen. So these muscles are observed in the breast if we see the deeper section of the breast. Okay. So this was all about the introduction part and extent deep relations part of the breast. If you have found this video helpful, please drop a like, comment if you have any doubt regarding this topic, and share this video with as many friends as you can so that maximum students can get benefit from this video. Okay. In the next video we will see structure of breast in detail and many more subtopics like lymphatic drainage of the breast, lymphatic system of the breast, and nerve supply, blood supply, and breast cancer in detail in the upcoming videos. Okay. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.